Okay, today we're moving on to our Unit 5, which is going to be all about lines. The first thing we need to learn about lines is slope. Your learning target, you can identify slope given a line or a table today. You need to think about the word slope. Slope represents steepness. Steepness is how fast your height is changing. Okay? You're given four main types of slope. We have a positive slope, a negative slope, a zero slope, and an undefined slope. These last two are our special situation. Positive slopes looks like you're going up a hill. So here's some examples of a positive slope. Anything that looks like you're going up a hill. Of course, this last one I made was really steep. I'm going to make a super steep one. I'm going to make a super non-steep one. I don't know. Anything that looks like you're going up a hill is positive slope. Negative slope is anything that looks like you're going down a hill. That's our skiing examples. Here's the negative slope. Here's another negative slope. Let's make it steep, super steep. Anything that looks like you're going down a hill is a negative slope. A zero slope is a horizontal line. You don't go up or down. You just stay one constant rate. So it's a horizontal line. Horizontal line looks like this, just to remind you. So a zero slope would be like this, Anything that looks like you're not going up or down, you're just at a steady rate. Like our classroom, it has a zero slope. I'm not going up any, it doesn't change the steepness at all. Undefined slope is a vertical line. Vertical lines go this way. So undefined meaning there's no way you could climb it or ski it. Any vertical line is a undefined slope. Here's another undefined. There's another undefined. Okay, I'm not so good at writing straight lines, but anything that is a vertical line is undefined because you can't ski or climb it unless you have superpowers. Okay, now that we know the definition of slope, there's four of them: positive, negative, zero, undefined. Now that we know what that is, we are going to apply it and find slope from a graph. Remember, slope is steepness. So to find slope, you need to know how much you rise and then how much you run. Rise is your y, run is your x. So you're seeing how does y change over how does x change. Here's our first visual. This is an awesome video that I took a screenshot of, or not video, picture. So here's the line, and they say find the slope of this line. So that blue line was the line. We need to figure out how much we rose up and then how much we ran over. So we rose up 1, 2. We ran over 1, 2, 3, 4. So our slope is what we rose, which was 2, over what we ran, which was 4. And then you do need to simplify that. So our slope would be 1/2. Now, I just want you to visualize that a slope is going to give you any point on the graph, so it really isn't going to matter which points you make. Notice if I had my point right here, and I applied my slope of 1/2, if I went up 1 over 1, 2, I'd be on the line. Up 1 over 1, 2, I'm on the line. The slope tells us that it will always be that rate, and we'll always find a point on that line. Okay, here's another one. They're giving us the points. A lot of my 8th graders, when they first learn slope, they draw that little triangle to help them. We need rise over run. So we rose, it looks like we went down 2, so our slope is negative, down 2. And then we ran over 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So my slope is rise over run, My rise, I went down 2. My run, I went over 5. That's my slope. Down 2 over 5. Okay, this next example, it doesn't look like I'm given perfect points, so my strategy here, and it doesn't matter which points you pick because you will always get the same slope. I'm going to find 2 perfect points. So I'm going to pick this one and this one. I didn't have to. I see a lot of other perfect points, but those are the points that I'm going to pick. I'm going to go ahead and make my little triangle to help keep my slope on track for me. Knowing that slope is rise over run, I need to know how much did I rise or fall. So it looks like I went down 1. And how much did I run over? Looks like I went over 1, 2. So my slope is what I rose, which was down 1, over what I ran, which is 2. Negative 1/2 is my slope. Okay, another example. Again, without perfect points given to me. So it's kind of blurry, but I think I can get the gist of it here. Here's 2 perfect points. I'm going to go ahead and make my little triangle to help me keep my slope straight. Again, slope is rise over run. So I need to know, what am I rising up? I went up 1, 2, 3, 4. And I went over 1, 2. So my slope is rise over run. And I need to simplify this. So my slope is actually 2 over 1. Okay, another page of examples for the slope, because it is incredibly important that you know how to calculate a slope from a graph. Incredibly important for this unit. Slope is the heart of this unit. Okay, another one. Let's see here. I'm going to make a point here, trying to find another perfect point. The first one I see is the one that's way on top. Okay, I'm going to make a little triangle to connect them, and then I'm going to figure out my rise over run. Looks like I went up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I went over 1, 2. 7 over 2. Leave it improper. Do not turn that into a mixed number. It is not how slope works. Slope is one fraction, not a mixed number. Okay, this next one, I already can tell it's going to be a special slope, but we can still apply our rise over run. So this is a horizontal line, which if you look on the front page, horizontal line is a 0 slope, but we can calculate that. So I'm not given 2 perfect points, so I just find 2 of them. I want to know, what did I rise up? Well, it looks like I went up 0, and what did I go over? I went over 1. This is one of the special slopes though, so if you see a special slope, you need to write it down. This is a 0 slope, a horizontal line. Okay, next one. They give me the 2 points. The grid is really close together here, so it's going to be kind of hard for me to see with my old eyes. I'm going to make my little triangle. I know I'm looking for rise over run. I'm going to calculate it. So it looks like I went down, which means negative. I'm going and putting that out right away. I went down 1, 2, 3, 4, over 1, 2, 3, 4. Down 4 over 4, which you simplify into down 1 over 1. Now I'm not 100% confident, so I'm just going to double check. I should be able, given from right here, you can't see, I should be able to go down 1 over 1 and always lie on the graph. Down 1 over 1, down 1 over, down 1 over. Okay, so I know that my slope is right. That's how you can check it. Hey, this looks like a special slope because it's a vertical line. Again, we can check it. It should be rise over run. I rose up 1, 2, 3, 4, and I ran nothing. I didn't go over at all. So this is a undefined slope from the first page because it's a vertical line. All right, I'm going to hurry up here. Next one. Go ahead and make your triangle. You're looking for rise over run. So it looks like I went down, so it's going to be negative 1, 2, 3, 4, down 4 over 2. Down 4 over 2, which simplifies into negative 2 over 1. Go ahead and double check. You should be able to go down 2 over 1 and always lie on the graph. Okay? Let's see, this next example, it looks to me like I have a perfect point right here. Okay, I'm drawing my little triangle, rise over run. I rose down, it looks like I'm going down, so negative 1, 2, 3 over 1, 2. So my slope is negative 3 over 2. Okay, so that's from a graph, and then your next learning target is from a table. From a table we've already done in Unit 4, you should be confident with this. Rise over run, which was the change in y over your change in x. Change in y over change in x. Okay, so I look to see how my y changes and how my x changes. Looks like my y changed by plussing 4, plussing 4. My x changed by plussing 2, by plussing 2. So my slope is my change in y, which is 4, over my change in x, which is 2. And you better simplify that. 2 over 1. That's my slope. Okay, the next one. Change in y over change in x. From negative 6 to negative 8, I'm actually subtracting 2. That works there. 2 to negative 1, let's see, that's subtracting 3. And that's the same. So my slope is your change in y, which was negative 2, over change in x, which was negative 3. Do you think I'm done? Heck no, I'm not done. That cancels out. So my slope is a positive 2 over 3. 2 negatives cancel out, don't forget. Okay, so we're done with our slope, first part of our slope lesson. You should be able to identify slope given a graph, where notice that we drew a little triangle to help us find the slope, and you're doing rise over run. You should be able to find slope given a table. Still the same process, rise over run. Rise we just know is change in y, run, change in x, and we calculate that. And that's how we find slope.